cup of coffee, cigarette. I got these little bucktail jigs. I'm gonna redo in Marabu. The Marabu over the bucktail. Bucktail, once it gets wet, it has the appearance or the shape of Bobby Garland. It's kind of the hair clumps together, and so it makes a wispy little tail. But the bucktail is real stiff, so it ain't got a lot of action. And when you get the Marabu wet, it has a lot more action. So when a little bit more action is needed, it has it. And I know I shouldn't smoke, but I don't think vaping's any better. Let's see what we got here. We got to pick out some feathers that we want to use, some candidates. Here's one I've already used a little bit off of. This is the first time going live this early, but I've got the week off, and so I'm kind of experimenting around with times. I've really been considering going live at like 9 o'clock at night. I seen another guy tying jigs, and he had like 400 viewers at nighttime. We'll just get right into this. I'm gonna bring you guys up close so you can see what I'm doing. As soon as we get our scissors and our whip. All right, we're ready to go now. How's you guys' day starting off? We're gonna do 2 layers of feathers, so I'll get 1 layer and tie it on, then we'll put a 2nd layer on. Can I be a mod? If I see you in my lives consistently, I'll make you a mod. If I don't, then I don't just make everybody moderators. I got 581K subscribers. Has them? We'll give you a try. Can review chat, hide and put users. Can manage blocked words, change chat modes in live. Also has capabilities as standard moderator. Can review, remove chat messages, or hide and put users in timeout. All right, bud, you've been made a moderator. What's up, everybody? Not a problem, Hasm. Hasm, if you don't mind me asking, you think lives are the best way to grow your channel? I've been getting, most of my watch hours have came from doing live streams. Most of my subscribers have came from doing live streams, matter of fact. If you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing. Oh, I was asking, how did you get so many subscribers? Most of my subscribers have came from doing, hang on, let me fix something real quick. Make sure the Wi-Fi's off. I was saying, how'd you get so many subscribers? Most of mine have came from doing live streams. Roblox, okay. Yeah, I just tie jigs and stuff like that. Today we're redoing a bucktail jig that I have. These little bucktails that I've tied up, we're redoing them in Marabu. When these go in the water, they stay rigid, they stay stiff. They don't have very much action, but a lot of times that you don't need that much action to catch fish. But the Marabu has a lot more action in the water. Actually, I don't know how many views I would get if I did a live. I've got a welder. I need to make a welding cart. And that's what I do by trade as well. I thought about making a video of doing a fabrication video because I need to make some stuff for my boat. What's up, Rumen Pintev? You doing all right today? I'm not very good at playing video games. I've tried it. I'm just not very good at it. Can I donate? No, I don't have enough watch hours to donate. I'm making a Marabu jig. We're gonna make a couple Marabu jigs. I'm going fishing this weekend. All right, Hasm. Can I get a sub? If I remember you after I'm done on here, I can sub you. Or Lindsay Peckham. Everybody go sub Lindsay Peckham. There we go. That's our first jig. At the end of the live, we'll go put them in the fish tank so you can see what they look like. I'm gonna scoot you guys back just a little bit. Can't read with that up right up on top of me. I'm not very popular at all on here. I only have a couple thousand subscribers, like almost 4,000, I think. I just now started doing lives, and I found that there's a lot of Rumen Pintev, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get better soon. I just had a hackle feather drop in my freaking coffee. I was floating around in the air and it just landed right in my coffee. English. Hasm? Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you did that. I really would. That'd be freaking cool, man. That'd be really cool. Project Supreme. Is that on your channel? I'll go and subscribe to you as soon as I'm done with this live. Hasm. What we're doing here is tying on 2 layers of feathers. Oh, you're in school? Okay. You gotta escape? I know that's right. Yeah, all my kids are in school too. All three of them this year. We're tying on 2 layers of Marabu feathers. That's going to give us a nice sized body, and these feathers, when they go in the water, they'll clump together and they'll imitate like a guppy tail. See how even that is? I know it's hard to see on here. And we're kind of remaking these are the jigs that actually got me started tying jigs. I'll tell you guys a little backstory real quick. So my wife's grandpa gave me these jigs, and there's only three left, one of each color that he gave me. And I always wanted to learn how to tie jigs, and these are like hand-me-down jigs. There's a little note that came with it. And he gave me that little card of hand-tied jigs, and we couldn't get them no more. And so that was like the pushing point to get me to start tying jigs. Also, there was another guy, who is your friend? Anyway, there was a guy named Ruben Flores, and he kind of gave me the idea to go and start doing lives. He did lives on TikTok, and I met him at a boat and tackle show in Pryor, Oklahoma. And I watched a couple of his TikToks back when I had TikTok, and it was pretty cool. I seen what he was doing, and I figured I could implement it too, just doing it on a different platform. And sure enough, it worked out. But we call these jigs hand-me-down jigs because they're like a family jig, you know. Never seen this color in a store, this combination. And they work really good too. Smurf cat. Let me go grab something real quick. Well, I'd say so. I don't have a Roblox. No. Good morning. So that's 2 down. Oh crap. It's evening in India? Wow. It's first thing in the morning. I'm drinking my first cup of coffee right now. We're not fly fishing. I don't think we're going to do moderators in this one. You guys, that's starting to weird me out a little bit. Starting to link numbers and stuff like that. I don't know. I was just trying to be nice, making people moderators. I don't really know. But we're putting 2 layers of this. I'm just a simple bait maker guy, you know. You guys are doing too much. I don't like that hackle feather. Let's get us a different one. There we go. I don't think we're going to do mods in this one. You guys are starting to weird me out in the comments. What do you call this hobby? Tying jigs. We just tying jigs. Simple bait making stuff. We're redoing a bucktail jig that I have. We're redoing some bucktails and tying them in Marabu feather jigs, so we can make these colors a little bit more versatile and have a little bit of fun. Chat with everybody, get some subscribers maybe. I do giveaways on here. Maybe get some ideas for the channel too. I'm showing the viewers on my channel who are to subscribe and took away my moderator. Okay. We live in a weird world now, and you guys started talking about putting your number in the comments and stuff like that, and talking about text me and stuff, and weirded me out a little bit. We live in a weird world, and I have daughters, and yeah, I don't know. I don't even use my return address when I do giveaways, which I do 3 or 4 times a week. I don't like being weirded out, you know. I use a different return address and everything on all my mail, and I do it 3 towns away, so there's no way of someone finding out where I live at. We just live in a weird world, so if you get weirded out about something on the internet and it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Plain and simple. Usually when I make someone a moderator, it's somebody that I know. It's somebody that I know, or that constantly goes on my lives, or that I've been talking to for years. And Hasm, if you was really trying to help me out, then you wouldn't care if you was a moderator or not. You'd help me out, regardless of whether you was a moderator or not. If you were just going through helping people out randomly on the internet, you wouldn't care. Another little jig down. Let's bust out some, grab our thing of feathers here. Let's see what we got. We'll grab some of these yellow feathers now and we'll make some different ones. We're gonna make this bucktail right here, but we're gonna make it Marabu. We'll make 3 of each. Today, at the end of this live, we're going to do a giveaway at the end of this live. We're going to give away 5 jigs. And what's your favorite color jig to tie? Honestly, let's see. Let's get in this box that I got from yesterday. I like this this yellow, green, and yellow. I like it quite a bit. I like these. I like this sunset color. I feel like this is a really good jig for muddy water and for fishing below dams. Those are just a few of my favorites. And I got off track. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. Okay, well now we got to pick out. So you got to go through these feathers. You'll buy so many feathers. Why fly setup? Are you running real? I'm using a ultralight rod. I'm not using a fly rod. You got to go through these feathers and you got to find the ones that are like the best ones. Like, not every feather's the same. Usually the shorter feathers are the better ones. See like how this one's long and it barely has any of the down feathers left on it? So you got to go through them. Like, that's a good feather. That one's a good feather. They're still real thick. Watch when I pick up a long one, the feathers will be thin like this one. You can see through it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that feather. It's just it's not the best feather. Like that feather, we might as well just throw it in the trash. Like that one's horrible. That one's decent. It's halfway decent, halfway bad. For what I do anyways. That one's a really good one. We'll save it out. Alright, we'll put the rest of these up. If you don't get them all out at the same time and go through them, then it's like you just keep drawing out feathers and keep drawing out feathers. It's like pulling sticks or whatever. Getting them to go back in the bag ain't exactly easy. Got that done. Kind of a pain in the butt. Now let's get us one of these jigs tied up. I should change the color of the thread that I'm using, but since I'm not giving these particular jigs away, I'm not going to. How well does your live session do? Fellow fly fishing channel here. Was curious about doing a live and fly tying and rod building. Have you had any success? I average about 100 watch hours to 150 watch hours per live per hour. And so if you're trying to grow your channel, and I do giveaways, I tie like, at the end of this one, I'm gonna, Life on the Fly, I'm talking to you. I do giveaways, like I'm gonna give away 5 jigs today at the end of this deal, at the end of this live. And I feel like that encourages people to want to subscribe to my channel because, well, they're getting a $10 value plus mail shipping for free, and all they got to do is tune in and watch the lives whenever they get an opportunity to. I do multiple giveaways a week, and I mean, they don't cost me that much because I'm already tying the jigs, as you already know. So I feel like, yeah, I do pretty good on lives. I feel like you do really well on lives too. I feel like anyone that's, there's a bunch of people out there watching live streams all the time. And so whatever your niche is, there's someone out there that wants to watch it, or wants to learn, or wants to win. We're going to go in on this yellow. We're going to tie in 2 layers with this yellow. 1 on each side. Kind of builds the body up too when you do it in 2 layers, because you got to go all the way down it with the thread and then all the way back up the body of the jig. So it kind of builds them up, makes it a little bit thicker, gives it a fuller look. These feathers are really super absorbent too. The bucktail, I don't feel like it absorbs the glue as good, so you got to use a lot more glue. Like, use glue on every layer. But I feel like the feathers soak up the glue. Ruben Pinte, what's up? You're back. What type of string do I use? Just fly tying string. I use a Pro Fly Tying Materials string. I like it a lot. It's pretty good string. The string I had before, it always snap off. Like, I wouldn't even have any pressure on it. It just had different weak points in it. Like, it'd be strong for like 10 jigs, and then all of a sudden it'd just break off right at the head of the bobbin. So it was a pain. But I like this string. It doesn't break. I've got multiple colors of it. I should have changed the color to match the jig, but since I'm not giving these away or selling them, I'm just going to run it. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference on catching a fish. Is it daytime or nighttime? It is first thing in the morning. Okay, we're going to take this piece of paper real quick. Blank piece of paper. No number on it. I'm going to take this ink pen. I'm going to write down a number. Now, at the end of the live, I'm going to have everybody guess a number 1 through 223. We'll put 1 through 223. Okay, and then so that way I can have everybody guess a number, and then whoever gets the closest to the number that I just wrote down will win 5 jigs. I'll mail them out to you. If you want to order jigs that I'm tying, if you want to buy some, you can get 3 jigs for $5. You can order them through thatdamnfishingguy247@gmail.com. And if you win, that's the address you send your that's the email address you send your address to get your jigs in the mail. No. You're supposed to wait till the end of the live. Everybody started guessing numbers now. No, you gotta wait till the end of the live. We're only just getting fired up on these yellow jigs. Yeah, you gotta wait. My knees. What do you want to see my knees for? Let's go do something real quick. We're gonna go grab something. You guys want to see the fish tank? There's the flathead. He's hiding under a rock. There's Specs, the crappie. Got that boss bluegill. We got that little bass right there. That dude is feisty. He tries to eat everything. The live, I usually run them for about an hour, but we'll see. First thing in the morning here. Haven't had no breakfast. I'm just trying to get me some, get my cigarette going. What's it like in other countries, you guys? Can I tell your name? Nirajan? Rumen Pintev, I appreciate it. So tomorrow my fly fishing rod will be here. How do I retrieve the fly the best way? David Sports, I don't really know. I don't really fly fish. I just fish with the ultralights with the 4-pound test and the 80th ounce jigs. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot here in America too. Harper, what's up? Yeah, if you take these, I take these hair jigs, and if you dip them in the water before you try to make your first cast, the water actually adds weight to them. And on 4-pound test, and you can cast a little bit further. Greetings from Germany. What's up in Germany? I've actually welded some boilers for a company called Technotherm, and they're based out of Germany. I welded boilers for them a couple months ago. That's pretty cool. What's up in Hungary? How's the fishing in Hungary? Yeah, you can use them for rivers. The youngster gamer. Yeah, you can definitely use them in rivers. I predominantly river fish. Your sister hates fishing? Well, she might grow out of that. My daughters, they kind of grew out of hating fishing. At first, they were kind of like, thought fishing was gross, and then they started going with me, and they started catching fish, and I put them on some fish, and they started liking it. So some people, they don't just born to love fishing like some of us are. Like me, I'm completely ate up with fishing. My wife, she'll tell you that in a heartbeat. I am completely ate up with fishing. If you look around, if you see all these things right here, everything right here, I'll just get up and show you guys real quick. All the way around my kitchen, I have that little edge, that little piece of trim, and I have fishing reels all the way around the top of my kitchen. Can you make this smallest fishing hook? Well, right now I'm using a 1/80th of an ounce jig head, so I'm using pretty small hooks. I know they don't look that small, but they're like the size of my thumbnail. So we're actually tying really little jigs right now. And when you go fishing, if you just remember this, sometimes if you're not catching fish and you're freshwater fishing, just remember that elephants eat peanuts. And so you can use a little jig to catch big fish, or little baits to catch big fish in general. Even elephants eat peanuts. Okay, so your bait caster, if you don't want it to backlash, you take your rod, you hold it out to where the tip of the rod is about level with your head, and you push the button, and you let it free spool and go down and hit the ground. It'll backlash. What you do is you tighten the tensioner on the side to where when that lure hits the ground, it doesn't want to backlash. It'll spin, but it doesn't backlash. And then from there, you should be able to cast it without backlashing. And a lot of practice. Just go buy you some cheap fishing line and go out in your yard and practice casting when you're not fishing. So that way when you go fishing, you'll be good at it. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. I would buy the cheapest fishing line at Walmart, and I would go out in my yard and I would practice. That tensioner, you'll have to tighten it on the side of your bait caster. You'll set your tension on the side of it to where when you drop the lure, when you push it down and you're holding the rod about level with your head, when the lure hits the ground, to where it stops spinning. And so just adjust your tensioner like that until it stops spinning when it hits the ground. And then you should have it adjusted out. Do a live when you're fishing? I will do one. Matter of fact, we'll do one this evening. When my daughters get out of school, we'll go do a live and go fishing. We'll take the four-wheeler and go back to a creek somewhere and go fishing. See how we do. There's a creek off the beaten path that I'd bet money on that nobody's put a fishing pole in this year. Nobody's caught one fish out of there this year. I'd put money on it. We'll take these jigs and we'll go catch some. What's your favorite spool bait caster? Bait caster's my favorite. I like spinning too. I use a lot of spinning gear. For these jigs, I use spinning gear. How do you tie a fishing hook to a fishing rope? I know everybody says the Palmer knot, but that's not the knot I use. I use a same knot since I was a kid. My name is Mike. We're going to take this hook. What you're going to do, you're going to take your fishing line, go through the eye of the hook. You got it like that. You're going to take your tag end, you're going to go over your finger. When you go over your finger, you're going to have a little loop. You take your tag end and you take this line, you wrap this line around here 5 times or so. Then you take that tag end and you go right back through the top. You pull it down, you should be left with something like that. That's how I do it. That's how I've been doing it for 100 years. You use the uni knot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For me, it's easier with spinning reels. Yeah, no doubt. Chase hunter don't do what? Whatever knot that you know and that you can tie comfortably the fastest will catch you fish. There are knots out there. The Palmer knot has been proven time and time again to be the best knot or whatever. But it's not a knot that I tie comfortably, and it's not a knot that I tie very fast. And whatever knot gets you on the fish fastest is the best knot to tie. Whatever knot you're comfortable tying, they'll all work. They all have their breaking point. And if you just know the breaking point of your knot and use a net or don't use a net, however you're comfortable doing it, if a knot ain't working for you or it keeps breaking, YouTube is full of tutorials that show you how to how to tie knots, and you can pick out a new one. That's the good thing about fishing. You're not stuck or limited to one style. You can always change it up if you want to. If something ain't working for you, you can change it. If a brand or a certain thing ain't working for you, you can change it. There are 100 options in fishing. Fishing, as far as brands go, knots go, gear goes, reels go, everything about fishing you can change. Every single thing about it. You can change. There's 100 different styles of hooks, 100 styles of knots, 100 styles of lines. There's not a single aspect of fishing that you can't change if it doesn't work for you. Chase hunter, deuces. We'll just get rid of you if you can't be nice. If you guys haven't yet already, please consider subscribing. We're doing a giveaway at the end of this live. And we do multiple giveaways every week. And if you're subscribed, you'll have a good chance at winning. It's a $10 value. Sometimes we give away fishing reels and stuff like that. The last fishing reel I gave away was a $70 fishing reel. Zach Frey, I do like Ugly Stick. Hello. I do like Ugly Stick. Isaac, I appreciate it. Rumen Pintev, I appreciate it. Zach Frey, I appreciate it. How you stid? Yeah, I like Lew's. I feel like that they've made so much stuff in Lew's though. Like they get people confused because they've made their speed sticks. They've got expensive ones and they've got cheap ones. They've got their stuff that they've got at Walmart. And I feel like people are getting their stuff and they're thinking that they're getting the best quality when they're getting the Walmart stuff, but Lew's has came out with so much stuff, they've kind of flooded the market here lately. So just watch what you're getting when you get from Lew's, because they do have a lower quality stuff. And I'm not saying that that stuff doesn't work, because it does. I'm just saying be careful or mindful of what you're getting, especially if you're buying it off Marketplace or something, because look it up and find out what the retail is on that particular item if you're buying it off like Facebook Marketplace or something. Can you say hi to my cousin? Hi, cousin. This ain't fly fishing. This is fishing with jigs. And I predominantly catfish, but I use jigs to catch bait to go catfishing. I'm a multi-species angler. All right, there's that jig. We're gonna go ahead and do the giveaway. Only comment. Yeah, I bass fish. Only comment one number, one time. Everybody guess a number, one between 223. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for giveaways. We're doing one right now. Comment a number between 1 and 223. I gotta get a drink real quick. Let's see. I don't get anything. Just keep grinding away. Eventually you'll land on a dumb one. You can only comment one number one time, guys. Okay, let me look through here. All right, stop commenting. We're gonna see if we can find out who won. Rumen Pintev, I appreciate you only commenting one number. Keep grinding was misleading. Well, That's, I mean, essentially until you learn how to catch fish, that's what you got to do. Once you pick up a pattern, it'll get easier. Watch some YouTube videos based on your area and learn what locals are doing. Go to the bait store and find out which baits are sold out. Like as far if you're fishing with soft plastics or lures or whatever, find out which baits are selling out, because that's the baits everybody's using, because that's the bait that's working. Wes FX, email me at thatdamnfishingguy75 was the number. Email me at thatdamnfishingguy247@gmail.com, and we'll get your price sent out to you. For now, guys, I'm out, y'all. Have a good one. I appreciate you joining my live stream.